Hey YouTube, it's Erin and I am the Handbag Housewife and I'm back again with another video. I was looking around in my closet yesterday trying to think of a new video idea. I was sort of inspired by Deb with Wild Unfiltered. She did a video talking about bags that she would like to have multiples of. So I was checking out the bags that I do have multiples of in my closet, and there's quite a few. And I thought, well, I could do a video showing you the first one that I bought that led to me buying more of that particular style. And even that was going to be way too many bags to show you. So the idea that I honed it down to was to show you 7 bags in my collection that led me to go on and purchase 2 to 3 more that I still have. So all 7 of these bags I still have in my collection. Over the course of the years, I have collected like mad and then sold like mad. And so if I don't have it in my collection anymore, I don't figure there's any reason to show it to you and talk to you about it today, because the video would be like 2 hours long and I would lose you all after about 8 minutes. But I do have 7 bags in my collection that led me to go on and purchase 18 more, which 7 plus 18 equals 25, which is about a third of my collection, if my math is mathing right. So these 7 bags are responsible for a third of my collection, and I thought I would show you the first one of each style that I bought, because generally that first one is your favorite because you're picking from all the options. That's not always the case because of course there's always new releases that come out later, so it may not always be the favorite, but generally the first one is near and dear to your heart because you went through a lot of thought and consideration to pick that one bag amongst all of the options out there in that particular style. I guess another thing that could drive you to purchase that first one in that particular style would be price. And that certainly is something that came into consideration on some of these. But in a lot of cases, it was truly because it was the perfect combination of materials and style. So let's get into it and I will show you the first of the 7 bags that inspired some madness. Let's start with my Rouge Legion collage bag by Saint Laurent. This bag was the first of the collage bags that I picked up. I got it off of Mercari and had it authenticated a couple times just to make sure it was the real deal, which it is. And with Saint Laurent, I wasn't sure I would love the collage bag. When I started collecting this brand, the collage bag was more expensive than the Lulu bag. So I started out with the Lulu bag. Now, of course, the tables have turned and the Lulu is more expensive than the collage bag. But I did find this one for a great price. I think I paid around $1,700 and the retail was around $2,500 plus tax. And so I was happy with that price, especially considering the condition was essentially like new, like I like my bags to be. I don't even like it when I damage my own bags. I get pissed off and don't want to use them anymore. But this bag was like new and led to me wanting more. So I went on to collect one in the light pink, which I showed you in my Valentine's Day video. I also have the seaweed green and the Sharon blue. And 3 of the 4 I bought pre-loved. The Sharon blue is the only one that I purchased brand new. And what's crazy is I got that one for every bit as good of a price as I got this one through forward.com. I haven't seen as good of prices as I got on that bag in recent history, but sometimes that is a website to watch. When I initially saw the collage bag the first time, I didn't love it, and the reason was because of the chain that it comes with. I felt like this chain was too bulky, and I didn't like that it was only a crossbody option, that you couldn't also wear this on the shoulder. At least I wouldn't wear it on the shoulder. I'm not a big long shoulder bag type of person. I like my shoulder bags to be kind of right in this area instead of bouncing off my hip. And so my initial reaction to this bag was that the chain was sort of like in your face and too loud, and I didn't like its setup. Since then, the tables have absolutely turned. I love a top handle on a bag and I love a crossbody. Hence one of the major reasons why the collecting of this style began. I also love that it has organization inside. There's tissue paper in here, but it's got the front pocket, the back pocket, the zippered pocket in the middle. It also has a slip pocket right there. This is one bag that I feel like the luxury brand gave us what we needed. They put organization in with a darker interior, so you really don't need an insert of any sort to keep your stuff organized. And really the only thing I feel like this bag needs is maybe a tiny bit more structure at the base, which I have accomplished with an M Boutique Australia base shaper. And I always link them down in my description box with a discount code if you want to pick up one of those for any of your bags. I also love that this bag has a back pocket. It is not a necessity for me to have a back pocket, but it is certainly appreciated. So let's move on to the next style. The next bag I would like to talk about is my Monogram Speedy 20 from Louis Vuitton. I love this little bag. I think it is super cute. The only thing that concerns me with this one is the fact that there is vachetta that could get wet or could get ruined easily. And so for that reason, I don't carry it as much as I do the Damier Ebene one. When I bought this, there was no Damier Ebene Speedy 20. This was the first Speedy 20 I actually liked. I had tried on the Navy Knocker Empreinte leather version, and I just felt like it didn't look very good on me. It felt like it looked like a little kid's bag, and I think it's because that bag has such giant print on it. But this one, I love how it's like squishy and molds to your body. It makes it feel not so bulbous. And when I tried this one on, I got it from the boutique, so I got a chance to try it on, and I had the opportunity to return it if I didn't love it. I fell in love, and it led me to go on and purchase the Damier Ebene when it came out. And then, of course, you know, I went ahead and purchased the Monoglam, which I love. It has that same sort of slouchy effect that this one does. And then lastly, the Stardust one that I just showed you recently. The next bag I want to show you that led to collecting is my Gucci Marmont in the porcelain rose color. After I bought this one, I went on to purchase the emerald green shade, which may not be the official name. I'm usually good about remembering, but I'm not sure about that one. And also the wild rose one that you may have recently seen in my Valentine's Day video where I showed all my pink and red bags. But this is the one that started it all. I fell in love with this bag whenever I saw it on Shea Whitney many years ago. She actually had the size up, but I absolutely loved it. And when I saw hers, I ended up buying the camera version because I just felt like the price of this being double, it wasn't worth the difference. But for some reason, I just never really liked the camera version in this particular color. So I sold that bag actually twice and ended up finally getting this one, which I should have started out with all along. But this is a great bag. I love how spacious it is. I do feel like it needs not only an insert, but also a base shaper. And I generally get Zumani inserts and again, the M Boutique base shapers. And I think that that just helps maintain it and keep it looking as lovely as it does today. Initially, when I saw the bag on Shea Whitney, the thing that held me back was the heart. And I know a lot of people say that. And I feel a lot different about hearts now than I did several years ago. That's a big reason why I felt like the camera style would be a better option for me. But now that I'm sort of okay with the heart, I mean, not in love with it, but okay with it, I definitely prefer the one I have to the one I had. And the fact that it's on the back helps. I am absolutely in love with this bag, and that's why I have 3 of them. Next, let's throw a Coach bag in here. This is my soft pebble camera bag in the papaya color. I put it with a chain just for fun. This is a C-link chain. You can get it, I think, on the Coach website. I can link it down below if you are interested. But this strap is really just like a top handle and a decorative chain. You certainly can't put this over your shoulder, but if you wanted to carry the camera bag on the crook of your arm, you could. This soft pebble camera bag, I got it for a deal, and then I went on to collect the soft pebble camera bag in a slew of colors. I've got a collection video where I show all the colors I had at one time. I have narrowed it down now to 3 in this style. I have papaya and I have black, and I also have taupe. And I think this is so squishy and so wonderful. And it's just the perfect bag when you want to be carefree and not worry about the bag you're wearing. And so that's why I've got it in 2 great neutral colors and then in this fun pop-of color. I've actually sold this bag and then bought it back. So it's not the exact same bag that I got whenever I first purchased it. But I have a shirt that I love this with so much that I'm keeping this bag just because of the shirt. which sounds silly, but when you go to look in my closet, I have a lot of things actually that match it, not just that shirt, but I can't get that shirt out of my mind when I think about this bag. It's just a match made in heaven, what can I say? Next, let's talk about the Saint Laurent Lulu bag in the small size. I currently have 4 of these, and this is the one that started it all. Well, I guess I should say that my Lou camera bags and my toy Lulu bag truly started it all. When I first began collecting Saint Laurent, this is truly the bag I wanted, and I went with those cheaper options, which I still have and I do really love, as a substitute for this bag. And I guess this is sort of a continuous story. I mean, you heard me just say the same sort of thing about the Gucci bag, but if I would have bought this bag first, I may have not bought those bags and saved myself some money. So that's something to think about. But I love the small Lulu by Saint Laurent. I love that you can wear it on your shoulder, which I prefer to wear this bag that way, or crossbody. The leather on these bags is absolutely luscious. I got this for a discounted price on Orchard Mile. They actually sourced it from Saint Laurent directly, but I think I got 10% off, and this was before they increased the price from around $2,000 to around $3,000. So I got a really good deal on this bag, brand new, from Saint Laurent. Once again, I've got some M Boutique base shapers in there. I didn't initially feel like this bag needed those, but once I put them in, I loved it so much. I got them for all of my other Lulu bags in this style. They just, I don't know, the bag's still squishy, but they just keep the bottom from being saggy at all, which I really like. Just like the collage bag with the dark interior and the extra pockets and compartments in this bag, I don't feel like you need a insert of any sort. I think it's easy to keep my stuff organized, and that's another reason why I love this bag just as much as the collage bag. If you watched my recent Fendi Baguette video and watched how hard I had to work to make that bag suit my needs, I think you would understand why I don't want to collect Fendi baguettes in the same way that I like to collect these bags. And I've had to limit myself because these aren't cheap. And even when you can get them for a great deal pre-loved, or if you were lucky enough to get them before the huge price increases, having more than 4 of these bags just doesn't make sense, even though they are absolutely to die for. The next bag I'm going to show you is my Prada re-edition in the Ardesia gray color. When I got this one, it was like the perfect color, and if you'll notice, the last 2 bags were gray, and they were both the first in the collection of 3 or 4. I now have 3 of these. I also have one in the beautiful cameo beige and in black, and they are just so super functional and practical, and probably my favorite bag to take on vacation because they can easily be dressed up or worn on a daily basis. The guitar strap makes them really casual. I have another chain strap I use that makes it dressier, and you can also wear it on the shoulder, but I do like wearing it crossbody with another chain. But I love the durability. I haven't had any issues despite the fact that I have brought these on trips and they have gotten sprinkled on. I mean, they're just great. And I do have to downsize. This is one that I do need an insert for, and I use the insert so I can use less small leather goods and basically use the pockets of the insert, like right here and right here, to store my items, and you can see the straps inside, but that allows me to eliminate 2 key pouches and makes this bag work. I can even fit my phone inside. So this is the bag that led to me collecting 2 more. I think these are fabulous, and they are wonderful as a multi-purpose bag if that's what you need. And when I switch into them, I find myself not wanting to switch out. The last bag of the 7 would be my small Lulu puffer bag from Saint Laurent. This one is in the color Dark Honey. They also call it Miel, M-I-E-L, and that means honey. So I got this one first, and it led me to go on and collect the Opium Red, the Crema Soft, as well as the denim one that I picked up in Chicago from the outlet. I got this one for a great deal through a reseller called Jessa Closet, or Jessa Lux. She's on Instagram and Facebook, and her name is spelled D-G-E-S-S-A, so I may be butchering the pronunciation, but she is able to source these from Matches Fashion oftentimes, where they are shipped directly from Matches Fashion to my house, and I get a discounted price of around like 20–30% off of retail. And I got this one right before the huge price increases. And so I think it was around $2,000, which is a steal in today's terms, right? But when I got it, I loved it so much that I went on to get the others. And one of the things I love about this bag, and this is one I do think an insert is critical for, but one of the things I love about it is it's a big open pit. I don't have that many bags that are big open pits. And to have a bag that's like that lets me bring things that I don't normally carry with me. So this is fabulous when I need that extra bit of room. And yes, it is Diet Dr. Pepper approved. I can fit at least one bottle in there along with all of my daily necessities. So those are the 7 bags that led me to collect 18 more, which is a third of my handbag collection, roughly, give or take a few. I'm always adding and subtracting, so I'm sort of sticking around the number 75, but it may be a 1 or 2 more or 1 or 2 less, depending on the day you ask me. Anyway, if you like this video, I do hope you give me a big thumbs up. It helps me so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there's the same, is the @, then the handbag housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.